You ever notice how, when you're desperate for something, it just hides from you? But the moment you stop chasing, it shows up like it was never gone. It's like searching for your keys. You're turning the house upside down, checking under the bed, even the fridge, like maybe they teleported there. You're sweating, cursing, losing your mind. Then out of nowhere, you pause, give up, maybe sit down for a second, and suddenly they're right there, on the table, in plain sight, and you feel ridiculous. That's not just a coincidence, it's a pattern. And the wild part is, this same thing plays out in dating and attraction. The more you chase, the more it slips away, and the more you push, the more resistance you create, especially with women. Most guys don't understand this. They think that if they don't constantly show interest, she'll lose interest. But it's the opposite. Oh. When you smother her with attention before she's earned it, it doesn't feel romantic, it feels like pressure. She doesn't feel excitement. She feels overwhelmed. Why? Because people value what they work for, not what's handed to them for free. When you give her your time, your energy, your focus too quickly, without even knowing who she really is, she doesn't feel chosen, she feels bored. It's not about being cold or distant, it's about letting attraction breathe. Letting her lean in. Most men are so afraid to lose a woman that they suffocate the connection before it even begins. But the truth is, the strongest connections grow from space, from tension, from curiosity, when she doesn't quite know what you're thinking. When she has to wonder where she stands with you, that's when her emotions engage. That's when it starts to matter. You stop chasing, and suddenly, she starts noticing. Just like those keys, asterisk, most guys operate on this belief that constant communication equals connection. They think if they're not texting her all day, if they don't respond instantly, she'll forget they exist. But that's not how attraction works. In fact, that's exactly how you become forgettable. Think about it when she takes hours or even a whole day to text you back. Do you just move on with your day and forget about her? Probably not. You find yourself checking your phone more, wondering what's going on, playing back your last message, asking yourself if you said something wrong. That waiting? That wondering? That's tension. And tension creates emotional investment. The truth is, when someone is always available, we start to overlook them. We assume they'll always be there. And once that happens, the desire to pursue them fades. The mistake most men make is removing all mystery. Every text is instant. Every question is answered. Every plan is agreed to without hesitation. At first, it feels good, like you're being a solid guy. But over time, it kills the spark. There's no chase, no tension, no reason for her to wonder. She already knows everything, what you're doing, how you feel, what your schedule looks like. You've unintentionally made yourself predictable. Predictable isn't exciting. Predictable doesn't inspire desire. On the other hand, when you slow down your responses, when you keep living your life instead of hovering over your phone, you communicate something powerful. You have priorities. You have a mission. You're not waiting around for anyone. It's not rude, it's attractive. Because it shows you value yourself and your time. And people are naturally drawn to those who move like their time is valuable. That's how you shift the dynamic from the guy chasing attention to the guy who commands it. Asterisk, if she never has to wonder about you, she'll never feel anything deep for you. That's the part most guys can't seem to grasp. They think being transparent about everything, how they feel, what they're doing, where they stand, it's what builds attraction. But in reality, that full transparency too early kills all the emotional tension. Women are wired to feel drawn toward mystery, toward the unknown. It doesn't mean you lie or manipulate. It means you don't give everything away before she's even asked. When she knows exactly when you're going to text, it's exactly what you're going to say, and that you'll always be available no matter what. It gets dull, fast. There's no thrill, no spark, no excitement in that. You become a routine, not a challenge. The men women get obsessed with aren't always the best looking, or richest, or most charming. They're the ones who leave. Just enough unsaid, who don't rush to clarify everything, who allow her to sit with the unknown and feel the curiosity build. That curiosity becomes emotional investment. The same way a cliffhanger keeps you coming back to the next episode, that emotional ambiguity keeps her mentally engaged. Isn't about playing hard to get. It's about having enough going on in your life that she's not your whole focus. You've got other things that matter. You don't abandon your mission for a text message. That's not arrogance. That's self-respect. And when she senses that you respect yourself, she begins to see you differently. You're not just another guy hoping to win her over. You're a man who's already chosen himself. That energy is powerful. It's rare. And that's exactly what makes her start wondering about you. And once she's wondering, she's thinking. Once she's thinking, she's feeling. That's when attraction deepens. Asterisk, there's a reason people get hooked. On things like gambling, social media, or binge-worthy shows, it's the unpredictability. That element of not knowing what comes next keeps the brain engaged, alert, and emotionally invested. The same exact thing happens in attraction. When every move you make is predictable, when every message is prompt and expected, you become background, noise. She might appreciate you, but she won't feel anything intense, because intensity comes from contrast, from highs and lows, from the unexpected. That's why hot and cold behavior, when done naturally, not manipulatively, creates emotional depth. It's not about playing games or trying to make her insecure. It's about being emotionally present in one moment and then fully immersed in your life the next. It's about making your presence feel meaningful, not constant. When she feels fully seen and connected during a conversation with you, and then later you disappear into your purpose, your mission, your own world, that contrast hits her on a deeper level. She starts to notice the absence. She starts to miss the presence. And that's when she starts craving more. It's like hearing your favorite song once every few days instead of on repeat all day. It hits harder. It moves you. Because it's not diluted. You're not giving her access 24/7. You're not always available at her convenience. And because of that, your energy feels more exclusive, more valuable. The key is balance. You're not acting hot and cold out of insecurity. You're simply not basing your life around her attention. When you do give your time, it's intentional. When you pull back, it's natural. That rhythm is what creates addiction, because now she's invested, now she's anticipating. And when anticipation meets emotional connection, that's where desire lives. That's what makes you unforgettable. Not your words, but how your absence makes her feel. Asterisk. There's something quietly powerful about a man who doesn't drop everything just because a woman shows interest. The guy who doesn't flinch when she texts last minute. The one who doesn't rearrange his day to accommodate her sudden desire to hang out. That man communicates something loud without saying a word. His time is valuable. And people, especially women, pick up on that energy instantly. When you're always available, when you constantly cancel your plans or put her above your priorities, it might seem like you're being considerate. But to her, it sends a different message. It says you're willing to compromise your own standards and goals just to gain her approval. And the moment she senses that, the attraction starts to fade. Not because she doesn't like you, but because it doesn't feel earned. It doesn't feel real. Confidence is magnetic, and confidence shows in how you protect your time. It's a man who respects his own time naturally earns respect from others. He doesn't need to say, "I'm busy." She can feel it. She sees it. In how he moves, how he keeps his commitments, how he doesn't chase or seek validation. And ironically, that's what makes her want him more. Because she senses he's not dependent on her for fulfillment. He's fulfilled on his own. He's chasing something bigger than romance. He's chasing purpose. And women want to be part of that kind of life. They want to be invited into that world, not become the center of it. When you stop handing out your attention like it's nothing, when you make her earn your presence, you shift everything. She starts texting first. She starts trying harder. And you start realizing this was never about playing games. It was about showing value. Your time matters. And when you move like it does, she'll start treating it like it does too.